What you know about the small town country boys that's addicted to money and them candy toys? They find broads and can't stand no frauds. And every time they come out hard. I keep a forward and a leader. Ain't too good for the heater. Got a bad yellow pop and a throw senorita.
Come on in here.
White girl too, but she make me sick.
Attitude fucked up.
But she love this dick. Rubber bands on my stacks, yeah, I keep them knots.
Yeah, yo.
But I'm still busting licks on the block. I stay fresh.
We can play that.
Rocking my Trill shades. White tee, beat stuff, I'm so Texas right.
Them little Reese's.
If I push the products, man, that risk my freedom. Now the products that I
Jesus Trevino.
like they need them. So I serve them.
Go get that record, man.
No time to snooze. Up early every morning, I ain't trying to lose.
We got the link in the live.
Go to work, I hit the block like I got that gas.
Go get that record.
No cakes.
Chad is here.
But it's like cocaine in the back of the ride. You know about the small
We got 2 celebratory drinks.
that's addicted to money.
When we get about 10 people in here, we're gonna take a poll and see which one we drink.
What you know about the small town country boys that's addicted to money?
We got 2 favorites.
It's hard. Let them thick fine broads and can't stand no frauds. Every time they come out hard. Hood star, paint a bar, keep the cushion ajar.
Illuminati.
With the homies, I'ma roll that guard. Cause I don't trust nor depend on any one of you niggas.
Illuminati.
Money, keep it moving, I'm trying to stack my figures. Money hungry on a mission to replenish the hood. Been grown so long, I'm trying to do something good. Young homie, slow your roll, you better learn.
Go get that record, man.
All good ain't golden.
All green ain't weed.
Young and wild, I beat your style.
I was just like you
But I didn't have a G
to put it down like I do.
Get your money, keep it tree, and watch your back on
Yeah.
the field. Haters watch and they plot, but it's God I
Chief.
feel. So I'm focused.
Salute to you, man.
Best not approach us.
Salute
From the
to you.
end, From the park, cause the fight is ferocious.
Yeah, all the time.
Blessings gon' come, so
Reppin'
I
that
keep
tick.
my faith. Plus I keep that heat, cause
I always
boys-
celebrate.
You know about the small
Boys
town
be doing a lot.
boys that's
Which one we
addicted to
doing?
money and them candy
King
toys.
Cobra?
Let them thick fine broads and can't stand
Or the
no
Bulls?
frauds.
Snake?
Every time they come out,
Or the
they
Bulls?
come out hard. What you know about the small town country boys?
That's addicted to money and them candy toys.
Let them thick fine broads
Go get that record, man, and shout out
Every
to everybody who went and got that record. I see a King Cobra.
small town country.
Never been a flunky,
Wear fake jewels.
cause that shit monkey.
Room by the best.
Best.
Crest on my chest.
Chest.
UGK records, Trill game.
That's a bed.
Small town
Country.
country. Never been a flunky. Wear
Bull.
skinny jeans and that shit monkey. Room by the best. Crest on my chest.
Or the snake.
UGK records, Trill game. That's a bed. My town.
Town.
It's just like yours.
The link in the bio. Go get that record. Just dropped today. We doing the snake
It's just like your town.
or the bull.
It's a small town.
Don't make me no different.
Country boy.
Don't make me no different.
What you know about the small town?
Country boys that's addicted to money and them candy toys.
Let them thick fine broads.
They can't stand no frauds.
Every time they come out,
They come out hard.
What you know about the small town country boys?
That's addicted to money.
And them candy toys. Let them thick fine broads and can't stand no frauds. And every time they come out hard. Hard niggas all around me. 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 Hard niggas all around me.
Go get that record, man.
Hard niggas all around me. Hard niggas all around me.
Go get that record, man.
Niggas all around me.
What we doing? The bull or the snake? Once it hit 10 people, we finna pop one of these things. You hear me? We finna pop one of these. We finna pop one of these boys. We gonna pop one of these boys and take it to the head as soon as it hit 10 people. Soon as it hit 10 people, shout is here. Something, do something. Tell your partners, hey, man, okay, there you go. We coming. What we doing? I already know Flanagan gonna say that. Flanagan gonna say that snake. Flanagan gonna say that snake. But we doing one or the other. We doing one or the other. There go 2 King Cobras. 2 King Cobras. 2 King Cobras. I already see it. We got 2 King Cobras. Well, look. Go get that record, man. Okay, it's King Cobra. It look like it's King Cobra. Available now. Come out hard. Just drop today, right now. You know what I'm saying? That everybody say King Cobra. Okay, the bull. We gonna chill on the bull. Here we go. And like I always say, ain't no fugazi. Ain't like I'm sitting in here recapping up water. You know what I mean? See when somebody open it like this here, and you don't hear nothing, that ain't. That's fugazi. What you just heard was the bottle crack. Why? Because this ain't no fugazi. We don't do fugazi shit over here. But I'm going to go and get me a celebratory hit of this snake, of this King Cobra. You know what I mean? Celebrating, coming out hard, just dropped today. The link is in the description of the video. If you haven't went got the record, hey man, say man, show some support and go get that Trill ass country rap tune. You know what I mean? I'm going to be dropping more. As we gauge how we go with this here, I'll be dropping more. I got plenty hits. I got features. Hey, I got new records. I got folders full of beats. Man, we ain't playing no games, man. But let me give me a hit of this here. Hold on. Oh, hey, I appreciate that. Let me put you on the list. God damn. The Black Mexican. I was so connected in that I could sell his shit back to the Mexicans. Yeah, the Black Mexican. That's that Apostle Paul. That's that Apostle Paul. What's the list? The list is basically the shout outs I'm giving tonight on this live for all the people. Before I made this live, before I made the announcement, soon as the record hit, they shot over there to Bandcamp and we showed playerism, and major love, man. Man, that touch a player heart. That touch a player heart, you know what I mean? But yeah, these the people that went, you know what I'm saying, early in the game and went knocked that off like it wasn't a thing, you know what I mean? They went and got that record. Y'all go ahead and get that record. The link is in the description. Go get that record.
What you know about the small town country boys that's addicted to money and them candy toys? Let them think fine broads and can't stand no frauds. And every time they come out hard. I keep a forward and a leader and too clear for it.
Boy, that snake eyes cold. Buy you some big. Hey, that's what Chad used to say. Buy you some big. Hey, the link is in the description. We already got, you know what I'm saying? We got Odell soon as the record hit the press. Bam! We got Odell jumped in there and showed mad love and grabbed that coming out hard first. Salute to you, player. That was too Trill. You know what I mean? I was doing something online. Next thing you know, I seen boom. Odell grabbed that coming out hard. Absolutely. Tremendously. First. He was the first person to own that record outside of me, the DJ, and the producer, and the engineer. You know what I mean? Boy, that's special. Hold that. Let me see. We got another one to put on the list. We got another one on the list. Just like that. See, that's too Trill. That's too Trill, man. And we celebrating with that snake. We got 10 people in here. We got 10 likes. And we got a beautiful list. And like I say, shout out to the player partner, Odell, man. The first one to go get that record. You know what I mean? Hey, Jam that shit on them speakers, man. Come down banging that shit. Come on down and bang that shit. Hey, that King Cobra need to give you an endorsement deal. Nah. Jesus, I'm gonna be honest with you. What I need to do on some real nigga shit, I need to put that shit back in the cooler. I don't know why I open that cooler and start back drinking that shit. That shit tastes good. That shit remind me of Short, Texas, and Port Arthur and Lemon Street. So, hey, when I crack open that bottle, boy, I go back in time. Y'all think I be here in 2021. Nigga, I be drinking that 40, nigga. I be back in 1990, nigga. I'm not here. Huh? What's the day? June 10th, 1995. Look, I'm going to go on down the list. Go on, get on that list. Go on, get that record, man. The link is in the bio. Don't play no games.
Got a bad yellow pop and a thought senorita.
Got a white girl too, but she make me sick.
Attitude fucked up, but she love this dick. Rubber.
Yeah, man. Hey, look out. We got plenty more records we gonna drop. I've been talking to one of my DJs. He like, man, look, you need to put a project out. I talked to the producer. You need to put a project out. I am, but I'm just not in a hurry to waste thousands of dollars. Right now, everything green, everything will go. Dropping these singles, I would think y'all would appreciate that. You know what I mean? I don't think y'all want me to go spend $5,000-$10,000 on the project and you know what I mean, and it's slow roll when everything going right now. Everything, hey, God good. Everything I'm touching right now turning green. So right now it's gonna be the singles. It's gonna be the singles. It's gonna be features. You know what I mean? It's gonna be the singles and the features. That's for right now. Things may change. May catch snowball effect and them streams and them sales really start blamming. But y'all have to understand, we gotta do what makes sense for us. But trust me, I'm not gonna hold back on the heat. Hold up. We got another player jumping on the list. We got another player that jumped on the list. You know what I mean? We're gonna go to number 2 on the list. I appreciate your support from the bottom of my heart. Now, what you went in there and did on one song, Sharuk, whoever you are, that was too Trill. That was too Trill. And I gotta tell you, I really appreciate you. You know, God, back in the day, I used to get a lot of blessings. And I was so humble and bashful. I would be good to people and people would try to give me things and be good to me. And in the absence of my mother, I would be like, no. Like I wouldn't take it. And one day my mama happened to be around me and somebody was trying to give me something and do for me. And I'm like, no. Boy, my mama popped me upside my head. She say, boy, if you don't stop denying your blessings, whatever somebody want to give you, you take that. That's your blessings coming back to you. And I was like, I never looked at it like that. But she knocked some sense into my head. So nowadays, hey man, when somebody give me something, I appreciate it. When somebody do good by me, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna take my blessing. I'm gonna take my blessing. So again, to you, Sharuk, that was big soup chat. That was big soup chat. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Hope you enjoy the record and shit, grab you some more off of there. Cause you did right by me on that one record. But it's a lot more on there, so you know what I mean? Go ahead and do what you do. And you could pay the original price. But yeah, hey, I appreciate that. I want to say shout out to the producer. Claymaker, he been holding me down. We got plenty of records, and somehow our sound just kind of lined up years ago. And he gave me that sound that I needed. And so I do rely on him to get them country rap tunes along with V-Man, the new homie Bastric. We got some records. Avon West, Notch from back in the day, and all the producers that I have worked with. And if I forgot your name, you know what I mean? We just ain't been working lately. But to Claymaker, hey, my dude, hey, I appreciate you. He also got a new project out. He featured on a lot of Big Pokey new project. And I heard that that project had been streamed 2 million times. I can only imagine 2 million streams. That's a nice little chunk of change. It's a nice little chunk of change. Hey, hold up. I gotta put somebody else on the list, man. Hey, man. Yeah. Appreciate that big soup chat, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, keep dropping them country rap tunes. Hey, man, I will. Long as y'all showing love like this here, I got to come down. But yeah, let me say shout out to Claymaker, the producer. Keep going hard. And also y'all check him out on Big Pokey new project, you know what I mean? I gotta go check that out too. Also to my DJ, Curtis G. Salute to you, my G. You know what I mean? Go ahead and break that record over there in the Bahamas, and Costa Rica, and Trinidad and Tobago. All them foreign places you be fooling with. Go on now. Send that record out to them boys. Let them hear how them country boys, them Texas country boys, be coming down with them country rap tunes. Yeah. And also to the homie Aaron, Non-Stop Graphics. Not only do he turn my graphics on time, he see the vision, and he bring exactly what we said. Me and Jesus Trevino, while we were in here a couple weeks ago, we was talking about what y'all think the artwork should look like. We interactive, you know what I mean? Jesus Trevino said, boom, you should do that short Texas sign, this and that, this and that, this and that. So what we do, boom, we bring it to life. We took the same picture that Pimpin' Bunhead standing on the corner of Short Texas and put Hezeleo in there and cartooned it a little bit. Now, another surprise was young Heezy is actually in that graphic, but I took him out. I got a copy of it, you know what I mean? I got a copy of it, but he told me some the same day I got the graphic back, he told me some whole ass shit. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm finna just put you on some monumental ass shit, and you just, okay. Yeah. But shout out to that boy, you know what I mean? So shout out to Non-Stop Graphics. Homie, Mr. Zoe, down there in Florida. You know what I mean? Appreciate the support. He's been so supportive ever since, you know, Mama West was alive, man. He was always on the line with Mama West. He got a radio station. He always had on the radio station, you know what I'm saying, doing live interviews and whatnot. I hope he got some of them interviews recorded that he could put like on a podcast or whatever, you know what I mean? And shout out to Snoop, because I think Snoop had connected that, you know what I mean? But you ain't never had me on the radio station. What's the hold up? I know what it is though. See, I don't be tripping, but I do ask certain questions. And it's not to shit on nobody, but it's like when you want me on your platform, I want to know the demographics of your platform. I want to know who, what, this and that. And just tell me the truth, you know what I mean? Because I'm going to tell you the truth about my platforms, you know what I mean? So, and we cross promote. But yeah, but shout out to Mr. Zoe, big Trill gang, big Trillgear supporter, music, UGK Records, Mama West, Pimp C, big supporter. Appreciate you, Mr. Zoe. Always staying down and grabbing that record, man. Yeah. Then we got Zay. Big Zay come through and play no games. Zay don't come through and grab one record. Zay come through and grab all the records. That's big player shit. That's big player shit. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to you, man, in a major way. Appreciate the support. That make me that much more ambitious to get back in the studio and get the next one ready. You know what I mean? But we're gonna probably let this one here bubble for about a month, and then I'm gonna drop the next one. Now I'm gonna put it up against another record. I'm gonna play y'all two records, two potentials. Then y'all gonna let me know which one we need to drop next. You know what I mean? Like we did this one. I personally liked Country Slang too, but y'all said to come out hard, needed to come out first. So that's what it is. So shout out to the homie Zay. You know what I mean? Appreciate that, man, for real, from the bottom of the heart, and salute. You know what I mean? Okay, we got some folks tied in like right now. We got the homie Fontnet. As I said, the record was in the bio, and what he did, he went straight to the bio. Clicked the link, and got the record. Salute to you, the homie Fontnet, for grabbing that, coming out hard. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep it trill. Stay down. We're going to keep on coming with it. You know what I mean? Also the homie, right? We got big Jesus Trevino off in here. Been showing up, showing love. He was working me on the TikTok, you know what I mean? Trying to teach me how to get that thing popping, and it ain't over. We still gonna get that thing popping, you know what I mean? But TikTok is just a little too young for me. I accept it. I'm an OG. I ain't know what a TikTok was, nor no Snapchat. But from what young Heezy told me about how TikTok can catch fire overnight, I'm steady TikToking. I'm steady doing a little TikToking. So salute to you, Jesus Trevino, for picking up that coming out hard, you know what I mean? That come out hard. And thank you for giving me the help on the TikTok. You know what I mean? And look, we got Josh Gator off in here. You know what I mean? Went straight to that band camp and got that record. Hey, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Josh Gator, salute to you. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing for your art to be appreciated. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on Facebook who left beautiful comments and salute and where I get the record from. You know what I mean? Hey, man, I appreciate that, because it's a blessing. It's a blessing to still be able to create, you know what I'm saying, in that lane of the country rap tunes, and people appreciate it and support you. I know Pimp smiling down right now saying, hey, my nigga doing this thing, and I know it's much more success coming, but I also appreciate where I'm at right now. I don't have no reserve about, oh, I can't wait till this happen. No, I appreciate the list that I have right now. I appreciate the 9 people I have in here right now. I appreciate the people that's gonna look and view the video after it's over. I appreciate all that. Everybody who got the singles, everybody who got the gear. And while I'm mentioning gear, let me say this again, because a lot of people don't catch it. I ship every Saturday. So everything come in during the week, that following Saturday, it gets shipped out. It's best to email and interact and say, is this color size, boom, 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 and boom, boom, boom. Hold up. Okay, I see what that is. That's something else. That's bread on another level. That's bread on my tour rope. But yeah. They bang me up on a little something, but then they boom on something else. So they bang me up on my hosting, and they boom on my damages. And they gave it all to me just like that. Ought to be glad I ain't no young dumb nigga. You know what I mean? You know, back in the day, you would have gave me that shit 10 years ago. I would have said F you. Now, not 10, about 20 years ago. But nah, it's good. It's good. So yeah, shout out to Josh and everybody who been showing love and support. And right now, man, I just hope the list keep on growing. It's a good record. We're gonna put a little ear on it.
Bands on my stacks, yeah, I keep them knots. No work, but I'm still busting licks on the block. I stay fresh, ball faded, rocking my Trill shades. White tee, beat stuff, I'm so Texas raised. Coming up, I push the products, man, that risk my freedom. go to work, I hit the block like I got that game. But it's only.
Yeah. So, you already know, there's always Long Little Pimp and Mama West. Who out there doing what? We're going to talk about a few things. But once that King Cobra gone, I'm gone. But yeah, let me see who out here. Who in here? Let me see. Yeah, hit that Bandcamp link. Hit that Bandcamp link. That song was worth the wait. Jesus Trevino, already. Mr. Maine, much love to you, brother. Chiefing on that lemon. Boy, I bet you that shit good. Josh Gator. Boy, I used to smoke them blunts and drink them 40. That's why I'm big. That's why I got fat in them up. I used to drink them 40 and smoke them blunts. Boy, I used to call it ice cream and cake. I used to call that shit ice cream and cake, man. Yeah, Josh Gator off in here. Jesus Trevino said that King Cobra. You know what I mean? Josh said that's jamming. I appreciate it. Texas Flanagan, you know we on that King Cobra, you know what I'm saying? Brandon Tillery, we on that King Cobra, you know what I mean? Buying it now. Josh, already. Brandon Tillery. What's the list? The list was, yeah, I think I said that. It was the players that jumped down and went took care of their business. Also, look, get at me on that shirt and that hat or whatever it is and the slides and shit. Get at me because I'm going to be getting that off by Saturday, you know what I mean? Odell, buy you some already. Let me see. Okay. We all caught up. Yeah. Money makes money. You already know. Money makes money. That's a beautiful thing. Port Arthur, Texas, Houston, Dallas, Frogtown, all that there. Yeah, Texas Flanagan. Beaumont, Texas in the building. Okay, Josh, 409 repping. Corpus Christi up in this thing. We got the SIP in here, over there repping the SIP, you know what I mean? Beaumont, outlet there already. Josh with the big soup chat for the country rap tune. Yeah, big shout out to Hezeleo from Texas Flanagan. Yeah, we got Florida off in this here thing. Let me see. Mr. Maine, okay. R.I.P. Dog. Cincinnati up in this thing. James Lee back with New Orleans. Hey, salute to all y'all. Now I'm going to give y'all another little spiel on some short Texas type shit. Back in the day, let me see.
No cakes and pies, but it's like cocaine.
Check it out. I told y'all before about this. Let me see who that is. Yeah. Bville, Texas. My bro was locked up in Bville, Texas. Leonard, what it is? Go get that record. Link in the bio. It just dropped today. But check it out. I told y'all about an incident on Short, Texas one day with this dope fiend named Schizo. Well, Schizo, I think, had figured out a new hustle because when it took place on Short, Texas, I told y'all, just to jump the speed, he was working for some boys. He was car running. He was car hopping like at Sonic. He had his roller skates on and he was car hopping. He was working for boys. And then for some reason, he went on and jacked boys. So once he jacked boys went on and put them hands on him. But he took that brutal beating until they got tired. And they just let him go and he walked off with the dope in his mouth. I thought that was really crazy. But that's what that dope will do to you. It's unfortunate the people that got, addicted to that shit and the people who got addicted to the money and wind up, getting jammed up, lost their life, so forth and so on. But here's another tale about Schizo and one of his capers. He get kind of banned from Short, Texas for pulling dumb ass shit. So now we in this one hood. And he in the hood doing what he normally do, trying to make people laugh and just fiending like a motherfucker. He was a peculiar fiend because that crack fuck with your nervous system. That's why when you see certain dope fiends, they got different shit they do. Like some of them got a twitch, some of them face be tripping, they nervous system be. That's why their neurological and nervous system is affected by that shit. That's why all of them have some kind of dope fiend ass dance, twitch, itch, jerk, whatever. You know what I mean? So he in the hood doing his normal shit. And normally he be one of them teeth grinding dope fiends. You know what I'm saying? He grinding his teeth. You hear them hoes. Be like, bitch ass nigga, get away from me with that dumb ass shit. And not only was he a teeth grinding ass dope fiend, he was a farting dope fiend. Bitch ass nigga go to fiending and farting at the same time. So you definitely wanted to get his bitch ass away from you. So he in the hood doing his regular shit. And my partner come out, you know what I mean, come up the block. He normally got a pocket full of, he normally got a pocket full of stone. Pocket full of stone, you know what I mean? So dude run up on him and bust the first jug on him, tell him, let me get to work. He go ahead and put him to work. He come back like a old faithful hound. He come back, break my partner off. He don't even wait. He tell my partner, look, I got another lick coming for X, Y, and Z, you know what I'm saying? Let me go handle it and break me off when I get back. My partner like, okay, boom. He dropped them things in that boy hand. Bloop, 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 bloop. That boy popped this shit in his mouth. Popped that shit in his mouth and just stood there. My partner like, man, go get the money, man. What you doing and shit? That nigga went to, man, go get the motherfucking money, man. Boom, 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 boom. So he tell one of my other partners, man, oh my shit, I'm finna beat that bitch ass nigga up. My other partner like, nah, nigga, we finna beat that bitch ass nigga up. I'm laughing my ass off. I already know what I'm witnessing. But this time around, the first time, that was a more gruesome beating because those two dudes was like my size, my height. They was like athletic niggas. And Schizo probably like 5'8", 5'9", probably about $150. So they beat on his ass, but they ran out of gas quick. Now my other two partners, they about 6 feet, you know what I mean? They more slim. They got on his ass, dog. They beat the shit out of him, man. You know what I mean? They beat the nigga so bad, he ran up against a gate. And you know how them little things on the gate be like that there? That shit was stuck all in that nigga's shirt and back. And that nigga was just on that gate and they were just, bitch ass nigga, bitch ass nigga, bitch ass nigga. Boy, that nigga took that motherfucking beating. Them niggas was dog ass tired. That nigga pried himself off that gate, dusted himself off. This nigga had a bloody nose. This nigga eye was cut. And that nigga looked up with his teeth clenched and said, and walked off. There it was. He got away with another whole mouth full of dope like he did on Short, Texas by trading or ass whipping for a mouthful of dope. I hope Schizo kick that shit one day and he alive somewhere doing well. That'll be a big shocker to me. That'll be a big shocker to me because I'd never seen a man smoke dope until he almost disappeared. Like he wasn't no big nigga, but he used to be I remember when I was a kid, I used to see him because my mama knew his daddy. His daddy actually done some Trill shit for us one day. His daddy actually, I'ma tell you, we got promised the Christmas, but we ain't have no bread. You know, just unfortunately shit didn't fall right. Mama ain't have no bread. And it was Christmas. We ain't get shit. And his daddy called my mama like, hey, what y'all doing? Boom, boom, Merry Christmas. She like, ain't no Merry Christmas. Them kids ain't got shit. They sad. They going crazy. And he like, I ain't got much. but y'all come to my house. You know what I mean? And he gave us eggnog, which he, he wanted to just get us drunk so he can dance with my mama, bitch ass nigga. Bitch ass nigga wanted to dance with my mama is what he wanted to do. But he pulled us on over there and fed us good hot meal and gave us some motherfucking drinks and let us hit the eggnog and shit. So we sat by the fire. He had a fireplace and he played Christmas records. That was about as close as we got to having a Christmas that year. But I remember seeing his son. He was a grown man, but time passed. I grew up and Schizo smoked himself back to being a little child. It was very unfortunate. But I hope that he kicked it and he grew up to be a strong man and got a story to tell. I hope. I'm pretty sure if I ask somebody back home what happened to him, I'm pretty sure that ain't the ending. But I hope it is. But that's the story about the Schizo Blast. And it made me think about Short Texas because the album cover, you know what I mean? Short Texas, it just plenty of stories that come from that block that can be, you know what I mean, articulated, and then some of it cannot be uttered. Some of it, not one word to be uttered. Yeah, but go get that record, man. Link in the bio. You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna touch on another subject too. This ain't got nothing to do with the record. This got something to do with a recent story developing about the young child that got struck by a bullet by his neighbor. That's a terrible situation. And I seen, the father, and I hate that brother in that position. I hate that brother in that position. And let me say this first. I don't have nothing against, Vietnamese people. Vietnamese people have kicked my ass, and I've kicked their ass. But Vietnamese people also have been good to me, and I've been good to them. But we did have a mini war, with some Vietnamese players. And I hate for that brother to be in that position. I couldn't imagine being in that position. You know what I mean? Nigga put a bullet in my 6-year-old child. Boy, you talking about something. Y'all send me something on my books. You know what I'm saying? Y'all soup chat me. Probably in TDC. You know what I mean? Or give me a lawyer, because But yeah. So back in the day, unfortunately, we had a mini war with them boys. And it was sad because they were my next door neighbors. And we did good by each other. When they went on the shrimp boat and came back, they gave us big old bags of shrimp and crab. Holidays, they gave us beer, money. Like this was not supposed to happen because these Vietnamese was my friends, man. You know what I mean? These guys was my friends. But my brother, rest in peace, he would be on some trip shit. He would be on some straight trip shit. And so one day, he done some foul shit to my neighbors. And they got into it. Well, unfortunately, my neighbor was, amongst his partners, and peer pressure, he couldn't go out like that. So he came back, boom, and shot my brother. You know what I mean? Very terrible situation. I get word from a dope fiend, run to me, boom, 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 sweaty. I don't know if I'm finna, but he tell me, hey, your brother just got shot. You know what I mean? He over here, this and that, this and that. I blind fury run straight to the location. I get there, he rolling on the ground, screaming, laughing, just doing whatever. And the ambulance trying to tell him, calm your ass down, man, this and that, this and that, this and that. So they strap him up on the damn thing and put him in the ambulance. And I think they either let me get in the ambulance. I don't remember. But I know, yeah, they did. They let me get in the ambulance too. And we got to the hospital and they hurry up and shot him to the back, told me to wait in the waiting room and they'll come fuck with me in a minute. So soon as he go back there, you know what I mean, I find a phone, call my family, call my mama and tell her what happened. Tell my brother, you know what I'm saying, you know, get on alert, there's some other shit going on. And so they come about an hour later, about an hour and a half later, and they say, he wants you to come to his room. He need to talk to you. And I'm like, damn. You know what I mean? Because I don't really know where he really got shot at or how many times. I don't know the specifics. So I shoot in this room and he handcuffed to the bed and shit. And he like, hey man, I love you, my nigga. I love you. And I'm like, I love you too, man. You know what I mean? I'm starting to get sentimental and whatnot. And nigga say, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, man. How about me and you drink one last 40 ounce, you know what I'm saying? Just in case I don't make it. And I'm like, how we gonna do that? He like, go to the store and get me a 40 ounce and get you one too. And come on back in this room, my nigga. And we gonna drink one before I go. I'm like, oh shit, man, my motherfucking brother, man. So I take out running. My dumb ass take out running, pass, nigga from PA know where Park Place Hospital at. Nigga, I pass up Dairy Queen, go to the corner store on Memorial and shit by the hospital, by the Dairy Queen. I buy 2 40 ounces and stuff them holes in my pants and shit, pull my shirt up over the motherfuckers. And I come back in the hospital and shit. And I go back to that nigga room. And nigga say, close the curtain, man. I close the motherfucking curtain. And nigga say, you got mine? I'm like, yeah. I hand him his beer. And nigga said, we're gonna crack them at the same time. No food gaze. We cracked them whole. Blah! And nigga start hitting that hoe. That nigga start hitting that hoe so hard, that nigga had malt liquor falling all down his face. That nigga killing that bitch. I'm hitting mine, but I'm like, man, this is my last time drinking with my brother. And that nigga drank that bitch damn near the half. That nigga put that hoe down and burped loud as a motherfucker. That nigga bust out laughing. I say, man, what's the matter? He say, you bitch ass nigga, I got shot in the leg, hoe ass nigga, I ain't finna die. He say, you a stupid hoe ass nigga. And nigga say, once I kill this motherfucking beer, nigga, go throw the bottle away. I was confused. Like, I'm drinking my beer and I'm like, we in a fucking hospital drinking malt liquor. This nigga sitting up here with a bullet in his leg. And my dumb ass then fell for it thinking he finna die or some shit. But long story short, nigga ain't died. We drank the shit. I got rid of the bottles. But it was up. It was up. And niggas who been off the porch understand what it's hitting for. You know what I mean? And I told my people straight business, look, them boys ain't playing like this. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna tell y'all this piece of the story, then I'm gonna have to shut the fuck up. Them boys was planning on moving. You know what I mean? Cause they stayed right next door. Like, nigga, 5 steps you in their yard. Nigga, I used to go shoot. Without asking, I used to be at their house shooting basketball on their basketball court. You know what I mean? So long story short, my other brother, he mad as fuck. But he don't understand. We can't play this game the way, you know. We can't be no boxers. But he won't, you know, he don't let it go. He mad as fuck. So some of his partners pulled up trying to get some of his stuff so they can, you know. And man, my brother ran out there and I told my brother, man, no. Man, my brother ran out there and 14-piece the nigga. But when my brother doing that, the nigga leaning back like on motherfucking Batman, like Remember the Joker pulled that motherfucking gun out like this here? And nothing but gun kept coming out? Nigga, my brother was hitting that nigga. And that nigga had on some skinny jeans, boy. I'm talking about them jeans about this big. Tight than the bitch. But that nigga had that big motherfucker tucked off in there like it wasn't nothing. And that nigga was coming off with that bitch. I'm trying to pull my brother and damn, they're trying to give me a lick. I'm confused. I'm fucked up. And we ain't got it. We ain't got it right now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. You might be a brave motherfucker who jumped off the porch who gonna stand there and talk to them bullets. But no, nigga, we did this here. Pew, pew, pew. I thought I seen one nigga go through the gate like on cartoons. The gate was about 6.5 foot, nigga. I think when I ran, nigga, I think I hurdled the gate. But we gonna have to stop it right there, boys. But that's some unfortunate shit, you know what I mean? And I hope that man get whatever coming to him, because that was some dirty shit. That was wrong, man. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't pop no little child. You don't do that. You don't do that. You don't pop no child. You don't pop no child. But yeah, man, it just made me think about that. Y'all forgive me. Y'all forgive me. The cover made me think about Short Texas, and then that situation made me think about our situation. Yeah. Unfortunately, when you come from the hood, you understand that certain situations and circumstances and conversations like this is very common. It ain't like, oh, wow. Nah. Niggas from the hood,
Power off.
they done been through all kind of shit like this here. You know what I mean? Niggas from the hood got multiple stories like this here. You know what I mean? But one thing I'm very thankful for and very fortunate about, I no longer live that kind of lifestyle. And I'm glad that a nigga made it through that. You know what I mean? One of my brothers is no longer here. The one who told me to, bring him to 40 because he was dying. He wound up getting popped a couple other times, but he wound up dying from some other shit. You know what I mean? So we all got a story and a little testimony. And sometime I like to turn y'all on to just a little bit. Through the lyrics, it's a bunch of cryptid type shit. You know what I mean? Through the songs, it's a bunch of cryptid type shit. But sometime, I'm gonna turn y'all on to a little of this and a little of that. But it's the Hourglass. Go get that record, man. Go get that record, man. Who out there doing what? Let me see. Who out there doing what? Zay Sanchez. Yeah, that boy had a mouthful. Hey. That boy had a mouthful of that cheese, and he was not letting it go. You know what I mean? But it's plenty of episodes, plenty of stories, and it's just really fascinating because we was living that shit. But in third person, if you was to see it, you'd be like, this shit is a trip. Shit like, nigga, that Short Texas shit, it was straight up movie worthy. Like, no one person can tell that story because it's so connected to so many different individuals, so many different episodes and things that took place. Like, I'm talking about some real dramatic type shit. I'm talking about money, hustling, blood, guts, gore, prison, you know what I mean? Shootouts. Like that place was really like a glimpse of hell. Place was really like a glimpse of hell. Yeah. Everything under the sun was going on at that bitch. You know what I mean? And not no one nigga can really tell that story. He wouldn't want to because there's so many intricate players and plots and parts that you would want to connect the dots with this and that, this and that. Because some things some of us was a part of, and then some things some of us just heard about or knew somebody who was a part of it. Like, I'm gonna give you a quick one. That was a little, I don't know how big it was, but it was a little crack in between the buildings. I think it was between Freeman's and the Celebrity. And sometime when 99 will pull up, you know what I mean? Some boys would dip between that crack. I wasn't fat then. I was pretty slim, you know. And I dip between that crack. I seen a couple people dip between that crack. You know what I mean? And when the boy pull up, you know, boys disappeared. Now, what I didn't know was some boys dipped between that crack, crawled up the wall, got on the roof, and then disappeared. And they were like 50 to 70 pounds lighter than me back then. So when I hit that crack and them boys came, but they couldn't really get back there because it was, you know, pretty like that. But them other boys shot through that motherfucking whoop, 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 they gone. I shoot through that bitch and I'm like, you hold that nigga Spider-Man, nigga? You know what I mean? So, quickest thing I can think about, it pulled my dick out and started taking a piss. And so when the boys come back there, hey, what you doing, nigga? What you shit, nigga, what? Nigga taking the piss. What you talking about? Who ran back there? Nigga, I ain't see nobody, man. What y'all niggas tripping, man? I'm at the club, my nigga. You know what I mean? I come from back there, like, you know what I'm saying? Zipping my shit up. Nigga, what's up, nigga? All right, he good. I go in the club. But hey, you know, that's just a little sliver. That's just a little sliver of cheese. Hopefully one day though, niggas can sit down, get with Boom. We gotta get with Boomtown to do it. Get with Boomtown and just get everybody's stories and tell that motherfucking story from the 70s all the way up to the 90s. Cause that whole short Texas, that shit is an era. That shit is an arrow. That shit is a window. You know what I mean? It's just an arrow. It's nothing that I know before. Now it's something before it. It's plenty before it. But it's nothing after it. You know what I mean? Like the whole drink epidemic. Like the drink epidemic, a lot of people think that started taking place in the 90s and the late 2000s. No. In our city, Port Arthur, Texas, that drink epidemic was going around during the 70s. You know what I mean? It was going on during the 70s. But that's before my time. But I know of it because of a certain player and certain players who knew how the game used to go back then. You know what I mean? They say the ball was selling the drink by the spoonful. Get you a little, it was called a sleigh ride. Get you a little spoonful of drink. Nigga shit. Hey, but that shit need to be told. It's a movie, man. Straight up movie. But look, appreciate everybody who's on that list, who ain't got that record. And if you haven't got that record, the link is in the bio. That record just dropped today, fresh off the press. I would appreciate it if you go and grab it. You know what I mean? It's gonna warm my heart. It's gonna warm my heart. And next month, God spare, we're gonna drop another one. I'm thinking about dropping the Trey the Truth record. I'm thinking about either dropping the Tum Tum record Shout out to Tum Tum DSR, Big Tuck, Fat Bastard. Man, I got a record with Fat Bastard I ain't never dropped. I got a record with Fat Bastard called Fat Bastard. That nigga Fat ain't even fat no more. Shit, I'm the only fat bastard on. Look, I'm the only fat bastard on the song now. Goddamn. Goddamn, Fat. Salute to my nigga. Hope you doing all right, my nigga. Appreciate you. Y'all nigga, hey, when I come to Dallas and shit, them niggas that was Trill niggas. They fucked with a nigga like, they fucked with a nigga like I was just a Dallas nigga or you know, a nigga they knew from growing up. They treated me with love, you know. George Lopez, Big Tuck, Tum Tum, you know what I'm saying? Lil Ronnie, Fat Bastard, all them boys. That's the hourglass. But I'm gonna give you one more. Man, I was acting like a debutante one day. We had a show with me, Tum and Tuck, a few other artists. And we were performing at a studio. Had a big old parking lot. And so, while we were chilling, the fans came out. And they were ready. But it started getting dark like it was gonna rain. And so, it started raining. But the fans were still standing out there, no covering, in the rain, waiting on the show to start. And the boy Tum and Tuck, they're like, you gonna perform? I say, hell nah, nigga, it's raining. Niggas say, shit, fuck it, we is. Them niggas made their way to the stage and set that hoe off in the rain. Now I'm under a covering and shit back up by the studio, and I'm just watching this shit. I'm like, these niggas really what that is. These niggas really serious about this here shit. And them niggas were jumping up on stage and puddles of water was splashing and shit. And the motherfucking fans that was in that crowd getting rained on stood there and got all that energy and did the same. But you dealing with some real niggas in Texas who about that music shit. Would I have done it different? Now that I think about it, absolutely not. It's your boy, Hezeleo, man. It is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna do what it's it's gonna do, what it's supposed to do. What's my saying? Nah. It's gonna do what it's gonna do, man. Go get that record, man. You know what I mean? And on my hater report, I ain't got none. I ain't got none. I'm blessed. I ain't had none today. Y'all stay up, do y'all thing. Go outside. It's Friday. I might go to work, and I might not. I might fulfill these orders I got going on and work out and chill out. Because I need to get back started. But that's a whole nother video, man. Come Out Hard. It's out now. You know what I mean? Go get that record. I might sit back, get on the phone, and drink that other bull. Drink that bull. I drank that snake. That snake wasn't shit. Snake wasn't shit. But y'all do y'all thing, man. Your boy, Hezeleo. I'm out.